Hi, I'm Austin Tyler. You're watching The Right Place with Kevin Sport.
Hi everybody, I'm Kevin Sport, and you're in the right place. The Right Place with Kevin Sport is sponsored by Frederick's Outdoor. Own the outdoors. That sauce. No matter what you're cooking, that sauce makes it better. Murray County Visitors Bureau. Experience Murray. Conecuh Sausage. Get your grill on. Mossy Pond Retrievers. Train them up right. Variety Records. Spin vinyl. Hi everybody, I'm Kevin Sport. Welcome back to The Right Place. Well, I finally made it inside one of my favorite places, Muletown Roasted Coffee, right here in Columbia, Tennessee on the square. Now, you can look at me and you can probably tell that bodybuilding and big weightlifting is not my passion, but I do like to exercise. And every time I go into a gym, well, I notice something. There's all different kinds of people of varying size and shapes with varying degrees of talent and strength and goals, but they have one thing in common. They're all trying to make themselves better. And you know, there's nothing wrong with that, but sometimes it's hard to find the balance between soaking up today and looking forward to tomorrow. Well, our guest today seems to do that pretty well. You're going to get to hear part 2 of my conversation with singer-songwriter artist Austin Tyler. You're a father and you have a family. Tell us about that.
If you would have stopped me at 16 years old and said, when you're 26 years old, you'll have a wife and a kid and one on the way, I probably would have either been terrified or laughed at you.
Maybe both.
Yeah, maybe just a terrified laughter. Life is just crazy, man. How it unfolds, and I'm definitely one to allow myself to daydream and come up with these plans, and I don't really know how I'm going to get there, but I'm sure that's what I'm going to be doing. And then a couple of years go by, and you look back and you think, this is actually a little better. I never could have drawn this up, but it's a little better, After I got back from that whole American Idol experience, which was, like I said, really positive and really cool, but there's a lot of just driving around Los Angeles and you're just like, man, I don't know where anything is. And there's kind of this, it's warm weather and there are friendly people out there, but there's kind of a cold, pretentious element to it. And I came back and just a couple days later got a cup of coffee and sat on a park bench out here and just kind of looked at the square and thought, man, this is pretty cool, and there was just kind of an easiness and an okay feeling just with it all, just a contentment. And so, and my family, my wife, we were high school sweethearts, and I've got a son who's 2, and then in like 3 weeks we're having a daughter. So life's just good, I'm cool to go wherever the music thing would take me, but I'm happy where I am at the same time.
This song is about the city of Columbia. I sat out there on a park bench one day and looked at it and thought, man, this place is cool. I don't ever want to leave it. It's called Small Town. Baby, let's settle down in a small town. Let the world forget that we exist. Have nobody to call, just lose track of it all. If you're with me, there's nothing I'll miss. Let's move in to a tiny old ranch house. Fill it up with a couple of kids. Baby, let's settle down in a small, small town that looks something like this. There's a sandwich shop down on the corner. There's a market few more steps along. There's a coffee shop says that it roasts the world's best, but I'm no one to know if they're wrong. We can live life as slow as we want to, getting lost in our ignorant bliss. Baby, let's settle down in a small, small town that looks something like this. I got no need for the fast pace, the action or the rat race. If it's you and me too, I'm emphatically happy. We can live life as slow as we want to, getting lost in our ignorant bliss. Baby, let's settle down in a small, small town that looks something like this. Let's settle down in a small, small town that looks something like this.
You're watching The Right Place with Kevin Sport.
That sauce is great on everything, and we had people put it to the test.
So good.
Delicious.
It's good.
It's good. Really good.
That sauce, you can be a dad head too. Ask for that sauce at your local retailer.
Meanwhile, down at the farm.
Good morning, y'all. Welcome to the Fredericks Experience.
You know, Mahindra is the #1 selling tractor in the world.
Honey, these Mahindras are fabulous.
Demo a unit, sir?
Barb, you want to go?
Now you go ahead.
And as always, free delivery. Fredericks Outdoor Water.
Here's your Fredericks Outdoor Apparel. It'll get you into all the concerts for free.
Don't forget your puppy.
Fredericks Outdoor, make your purchase an experience.
And now back to The Right Place with Kevin Sport.
Welcome back, everybody. You know, we've been talking with Austin Tyler. Singer-songwriter, went all the way to Hollywood, but is a resident right here in Columbia, Tennessee. You touched on your father being a pastor.
Yeah.
Mine is too, so
Nice.
we have that in common. How has that influenced you?
Like in what way? Like as a person or?
As a person,
Yeah.
and then fueling in. You've kind of touched on it already, but is there anything, I can tell by the way you speak about him, it seems to be very loving. How about
Yeah.
that?
I mean, for one, just now that I've become a parent, looking back at some of the things that my parents did, my mom and my dad alike, and then seeing how they continue to help, they continue to help me and my wife out in just, tons of ways. You kind of get the sense that as a parent, you'll never be able to quite repay the generosity and the love and the compassion and the gifts that your parents were able to give you. You'll never be able to pay them back for that, but
Right.
Only pay it forward to the kids that you now have. But as a pastor's kid, I think something that I saw out of him and still continue to see is just that he's very generous with his time.
Yeah.
Not only to his family, but people that he's known for a decade and people that he's known for 10 minutes. And, he's just willing to give, whether it's by connecting people that could help them out, or just by listening to them when they need a moment to vent or whatever. So I think that's impacted me as just being someone who really kind of enjoys hearing other people's story and
Right.
doesn't mind just being the guy that's sitting there and just listening to him talking. As much as I seem to be the blabbermouth right here in this scene, I actually enjoy listening quite a bit too. Can we do some? I know that our bellies are full of food and some of us other adult beverages, and I know that it's causing us to get a little sleepy maybe, but could we do like a crowd participation song? Would that be too much to ask? Thank you. One very energetic person who had a Red Bull with their dinner, apparently. So this is going to be the part. I'm going to teach it to you real quick. You didn't know that you were going to be a choir tonight. You are. Here we go. All right. We're going to put it in this key. So this is the song, all right? This is all you got to remember, all right? We're going to have a couple practice goes. Here we go. I will never leave. You can count on me. That's all you got to sing. Let's try it. I will never leave. You can count on me. You can count on me. One more time. You got this. Come on. I will never leave. You can count on me. One more time. I just want to hear you real loud. Come on. I will never leave. You can count on me. That's your part. Just remember it. I'm going to cue you, all right? Here we go. This is called The Guarantee. There we go. Yeah, you can clap. Why don't we run away from all the clouds and rain? Forget the should have, could have, would haves, and just focus on what we do have. Me got me, we got you. I think that works out nicely. I think finally we might be working in a synced up time. But oh, what if it all goes south from here? Oh, what if the walls cave down and we're countrymen? What if these concrete walls turn out to just be cardboard boxes, and all these bars that kept us safely in turn out to be aluminum? And what if this mountain of me and you turns out to be a hole we dug ourselves into? Will you commit to digging it a little farther until we hit a well of that honey water? And oh, what if it all goes south from here? Oh, what if the walls break down? Will you be here when the dust has settled? Here we go. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Everybody sing. I will never leave. You can count on me. Come on. And you know it, know it. I will never leave. You can count on me. Here's the voices. Don't let me down. I will never leave. You can count on me. Sing it again. I will never leave. You can count on me. Keep it going. And even when the wind and rain, even when the sky turns gray, I will be there for you, darling, to the end of the road. No one and never and nothing could ever take my love away from you, darling. Away. Come on. I will never leave. Come on. You can count on me.
one more time. I will never leave. You can count on me because my love is guaranteed. Thank you. That applause is for you. Thank you for not bailing on me.
You're watching The Right Place with Kevin Sport.
Hi everybody, I'm Kevin Sport, letting you know that you can be a good sport too. Just go to our website at therightplacewithkevinsport.com and check out our merch. We've got t-shirts, we've got hats, we've got mugs, and especially the music. Remember, you can check out all this and more at therightplacewithkevinsport.com. Hey everybody, this is The Right Place with Kevin Sport at The Right Place right here in Columbia, Tennessee at Variety Records. Go check out Variety Records at varietyrecords.com. And next time you're here in Columbia, Tennessee, you gotta come to this store. Check out your favorite album, past, present, and in the now, because I'm telling you, vinyl is back.
And now back to The Right Place with Kevin Sport.
Well, we've been talking with Austin Tyler and we've been talking about the priorities. Soaking up today, looking forward to tomorrow. Well, here's my Southern singer-songwriter friend, Hound Brown, and his take on it.
Wear you out? Oh yes it can. Working on today, on a life for the man. I see no other way to get her done. Living for the moment, tomorrow, kingdom come. They say work towards the future, live for today, stay in the moment. Who's they anyway? I wonder if maybe the secret is this, the past and the present, how right now exist. As somebody made us, loves us, placed all us folks here, so we'd learn the difference between loving and fear. So we'd help each other, dare to dream our own dream. See, there's a fine balance to this whole harmony thing. A greater beauty I know cannot compare to living this life in a way that we share. Who we are, what we want, needs and desire. Oh, living with passion seems to always require. Life in the moment, live for today. Let the past talk till it has nothing new to say. Plan for tomorrow, down the road, rainy days. Takes a fine balance living. I see no other way.
Plowology with Hound Brown is brought to you by Fredericks Outdoor. You're watching The Right Place with Kevin Sport.
Hi, I'm Kevin Sport, and on October 31st at Fredericks Outdoor in Decatur, Alabama, we will be sharing the stage with legendary group Shenandoah, their Reloaded tour with lead singer Marty Rabin. That's October 31st, Fredericks Outdoor, Decatur, Alabama. And you can find out more information by visiting fredericksoutdoor.com.
Hey, I'm Kevin Sport, and if you want to be in the right place, visit our website, therightplacewithkevinsport.com, also at facebook.com/therightplacewithkevinsport. You can find us on Twitter at The Right Place TV, and also on Instagram with yours truly, just Kevin Sport. And remember, when you're following your dream, your God-given dream, well, you're always in the right place. And now, back to The Right Place with Kevin Sport.
I find that being a common thread, the strength of family, friends, for people who are in and feel called and know that, hey, this is what I need to be doing. This is the right place for me right now, is being an entertainer, singer, songwriter, whatever. In this industry and in this work, I find that to be like key. Mm-hmm. And I can pick up on it every time I'm talking with someone, and for myself too. What are the things that have been, what from that support, what are some of those moments for you? In other words, have you gone through some struggles with this where you needed to be picked up a little bit, and then you find that support group at home?
With the music side of things,
Yes.
having support for that?
Yeah.
Oh, well, like I said, maybe I'm the only one, but I've definitely had that. You kind of have, you know when you're at your best, and then you know when you're at your worst musically, probably in other areas, but definitely in that for me. And so the times that, you know, I am proving myself to be my worst critic and saying, come on now, that was awful, you know. Still having a wife and my parents and just other family members that are like, no, even on your worst day, you're still pretty darn good, you know, keep at it. And, you know, even if it's just that consistent, hey, we believe in you, we're happy that you're doing this, and the encouragement to do it even when I wasn't, you know, there was a time where I still enjoyed playing music, but I kind of swung from one extreme to another, where it was either I'm going to be, you know, on the main stage and playing Madison Square Garden and, you know, all these huge arenas, or I'm just not going to do anything at all. And
Right.
I think there was some maturity that had to take place where I said, hey, maybe it'd just be okay to get up and sing for people, and, you know, if it's 15 people,
That's right.
and they're willing to listen, you know, that'd be cool. But in the meantime, while I was getting from that immature state to that realistic and healthy state of mind, having family that was still there to say, hey, you're still doing a good job, you know, regardless of what I was doing at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that was a key there, just having a steady backbone and it being a positive one.
Very well said.
Thanks.
I love that, because you're right. Success, I think, has to be defined differently. Because
Yeah.
you're on your journey.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you won't be playing Madison Square Garden one day,
Sure.
or whatever, you know, comes your way. You certainly are good. And I'll tell you what, when you do get there, I'll try to buy a ticket.
Nah, man.
Or you
come
think
and
you
play
can,
with
you think
me?
you
Yeah.
can work that out? Okay. Oh, that'd be
Yeah.
even better.
If that happens, sure. Hold me to that.
Well, we all have different roles to play in this great big world to make it better. And you know, Austin Tyler reminded me of something. The right place is also where you are right now. So remember, when you're following your dream, your God-given dream, you're always in the right place.
Girl, by now I hope that you know better. The truth was gonna come out in due time, but you've been spinning stories for a while now, and I'm afraid this go-round just won't fly. You've been working later than you used to, and come back to me smelling just like him. If you didn't wanna love me, why not say so? And save us from this tangled mess we're in. Oh, Black Widow, go on, try your best to weave a web of lies that I'll believe. Oh, Black Widow, your silky words have held me down, but you're not gonna catch me hanging around here anymore. No, Black Widow. Go on, honey, give me your excuses. Tell me what I just don't understand. What a fool you were to think that you could make a fool of me. But then again, I was fool enough to be your man. Oh, Black Widow, go on, try try your best to weave a web of lies that I'll believe. Oh, Black Widow, your silky words that held me down, but you're not gonna catch me hanging around here anymore. No, Black Widow. Try to give me cause for staying, promises and obligations straight from lips I'd love to trust, but girl, I know they're poisonous. Oh, Black Widow, go on, try your best to weave a web of lies that I believe. Oh, Black Widow, your silky words that held me down, but you're not gone.